I think this conference at the Lassalle-Haus is really significant because it brings together people from disciplines that wouldn't normally necessarily talk to one another, but also those who are from different age groups or experiences. And the problems are so urgent is that we need all perspectives and all insights.
Well, what I'm hearing at this conference, everybody's talking about how to relate to one another, how to collaborate with one another, how to find an ethics of relationality. That's what Africa can teach the world. In Africa, we talk about ukama. Ukama is an African word, a Shona word, for relatedness to all things, relatedness to each other, to nature, as well as to the past, present and future via the ancestors.
Yes, I think it's very important to try and understand the other, whoever the other is, whether it's other people or whether it's other creatures. And it's actually sometimes a challenge for us to understand other people, but it's not impossible. And in the same way, it's a challenge to try and understand what other creatures, what their worlds are like and what's happening within their worlds. But it's not impossible, at least, to make an attempt. So
I think that, the online possibility give us the possibility to connect all around the world in every moment, but sometimes I think that we need to stay together at the same room and look each other in the eyes to build something much more real. At the end, you cannot fight every injustice, but you can help the work of the other people that are trying to find something.
Theology is very, very important today because theology is a way for us to do two things. First, to ask big questions about the meaning of our life. And the second thing is that I do believe that commons, sharing resources in common, be it natural resources, intellectual resources, is certainly part of the solution. And for that purpose, we need some kind of imagination. Spirituality is not just a marginal side problem of which we could think of it at the end of the day once we have solved the real serious problems. Spirituality is part of the picture, is part of the solution, because we need, as I said, some spiritual resources to have the creativity to invent the commons.
Finding a solution, we won't find it if we just approach this with our cognitive thinking, in ordinary language, which we would say it has to touch our hearts, that we get a deeper or in-depth understanding of creation, and that we are building up ourselves a relation to these questions and a relation to creation, to our brothers and sisters, to the world or nature as such. We have this wonderful countryside here. We have this marvelous architecture where people feel at ease, where they can really also take a step back, think about their questions and then bring them in a plenary and discuss them. And we have the perfect setting for this.
We have a treasure in Christianity with a lot of mistakes, but still text, this is a wisdom gathering that I recognize in my heritage. You can link something that is highly dominant in politics today and also by young people with an access to a spirituality based on reality, the real issues of today, not only promising paradise for afterwards.